Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, today we're going to be going to a place that was requested by one of our viewers. And the place that we're going to today is actually, I made a video on a similar food in a different location. And it got pretty, you know, it's one of our most popular videos on the channel. So the place that we're going to today is called Hot and Juicy. Personally, I have seen it before. I never really stopped by because I personally thought it was a franchise because it looks so big and it looks like well known. It's really nicely decorated. It didn't really look like a mom and pop shop. So we decided that we're actually gonna head there. And it turns out they only have 12 locations throughout all of the United States. The place that they have the most locations at is actually Las Vegas. So today we're gonna be going to the one here in Orlando. Now I believe it's located around Dr. Phillips, which is pretty close to like the Universal area, kind of like in between Universal and Disney, maybe a little bit further north. But it is, you know, it is figuratively close for somebody visiting. But if anybody that lives here, like this person that, you know, asked about this place, because I think they had mentioned they were moving here, you know, we're going to go ahead and do a video on it. So they also offer foods by the pounds. You know, you have shrimp and things like that. They offer like special combos that are kind of a little bit cheaper than actually individually buying like a pound of each thing. So we're going to go with one of those combo orders. And then I'm probably going to order here and there, like maybe some fries and like, I don't know, maybe some like extra corn, some eggs, and just try out, because the biggest thing about this place is I want to personally taste the seasoning of their seafood. So I think that's like the most important thing in these places, like the LA Boil that we went to and things like that. Honestly, it all comes down to the seasoning, because like I said, I've been to 3 different ones. This one isn't one of them. This is going to be our first time going there today. And it's just, usually the seasoning's really good, but in the other 2 places I went to, it wasn't. So hopefully this place is really impressive. But this is for you, that you requested this video. So we're gonna go ahead and head there. And thank you for you know, for making a request on our channel. So I'll see you guys there. What's up, guys? We finally made it. We're here. The tables are tiny, so I'm so glad once again. I know I keep saying this every week, but I'm just so impressed after spending almost a year using the other lens. Despite the table being tiny, you know, at least you guys are able to see the full frame, and then as soon as they bring the food out or the menus out, then we'll start ordering. But we finally made it. The place is actually pretty small, but it's in one of the nicest areas that has the nicest and best restaurants that I personally know here in Orlando. And when I say nice, I'm talking about like elegance. All the restaurants around here, or at least I can tell you 5 different restaurants right in this plaza and right across the street that are like almost 5-star restaurants here in Orlando, where you could take your wife and things like that on like a really nice date. Maybe in the future we'll do one of those. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. All right, guys, so that was the gentleman that came by and then went ahead and gave us the gloves, you know, the typical, the bidettes and stuff like that, or I'm sorry, the bibs. So pretty excited. Basically what we ordered, as you guys kind of heard, I'm not sure, I might skip it because it was kind of a long order for him explaining how everything works. But we ended up getting the combo that they serve here. There's 2, but the one that we got is the one called the drool. And the one that comes with the drool, it brings like a pound of shrimp, half a pound of snow crab legs, I think like a whole bunch of calamari. It brings like 6 extra potatoes, some corn, and like a pound of crawfish as well. So we got the Hot and Juicy seasoning, which is their Cajun butter garlic seasoning with salt. And it also has, because my wife is with us, we ended up getting the baby spice. According to them, their spice levels are 1 up based on like what it is in other places. So like their medium here is like a hot somewhere else. The baby here is like a mild somewhere else, and the mild's like a medium, and so on. So we went ahead and got the baby. So right now we're just gonna wait a couple minutes and we'll get back to the video. Let's wait until the food comes out, because I am starving. Everybody at the table is starving right now. All right, guys, we got the first 2 dishes in. Now I will say that, like the other place, because the way the food works here, once the major food comes out, I'll do like a semi-quick review of like each thing. I'll try it and we'll see how it is. But I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because my hands get so greasy, and then handling the camera and the phone and things like that ends up being just way too much. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the fries and the calamari, which has this amazing smell coming off of it. It smells like really fresh. It's like my mouth is watering right now, but let's go ahead and take a look at them. All right, guys, so first things first is these fries. They look really, really well made. You can see kind of like the shine. The lighting's not that great right here, but oh my gosh, they're really, really, really hot to the touch. And then you have the calamari, which is, this is what I want to really kind of check out for myself. It looks perfectly golden brown, and then it looks like they do serve it with some sort of like salsa, or I'm guessing that's cocktail sauce. So then we're gonna go ahead and try it out now. So we're gonna get our first piece here. Now this piece is nice, it's glistening, it's covered ever so slightly with the batter, so it looks like it has a decent layer. We're gonna go ahead and dip it into this. All right guys, and let's go ahead and try this baby out. It's really hot though. I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. Oh yeah, has a bit of a kick to it. Just gonna get a little bit more of this cocktail sauce because I didn't really get much of it. All right. All right. So first things first, it's a bit spicy because of the Cajun seasoning. In my opinion though, it tastes really good. It's nice, it's fresh, it's really crunchy. Oh no, it seems like they're having issues with the lights. It's nice and fresh, it's really crunchy, but in all honesty, it does taste a little bit bland. There's not much of a, I feel like it needs more salt.
I have the N Juicy Baby Spice 6 corn and 4 egg.
Yes, please.
Enjoy.
Thank you. So as I said, it is a little bit bland, the calamari. And it's hard to say because you taste the spice, you taste the Cajun, but it's just, I think it just needs more salt. Now we're gonna go ahead and try the fries. Now the fries itself, they look a little bit pale. So I feel like they might need a little bit more cooking, but let's go ahead and try it out with a little bit of the ketchup. It's good, but in my opinion, I just feel like they needed a little bit more. If you guys take a look at it, I feel like they're a little bit pale for my liking. Normally I like them a little bit more golden. So even with the ketchup, it does taste good. I just feel like they should have been cooked a little bit more. It's really good though. All right guys, we got our first bag. This is literally just corn, some eggs, like some of the extra stuff that I ordered. It's corn and eggs and things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this bag up. We're gonna go ahead and try it out. We're gonna try our best to do this with one hand so I don't dirty both hands.
There's no extra hot juicy baby.
Yes, awesome, thank you very much. So the difference with this place is everything that they bring you is just literally in a bag. The other place, they also put it in a bag, but then they put it inside, as you guys remember, the aluminum tray. So I wanna go ahead and try some of this corn. I ordered 4 eggs and like 6 orders of corn because we love corn. So it smells really, really, really good. You guys take a look at this. All right, so as you guys can see, we're gonna go ahead and reach into the bag here. We're gonna grab first a boiled egg. It's nice and you can see that seasoning, it's soft. It's really nice, it's golden. You can tell that, oh man, look at that. It's just covered in the seasoning. Let's go ahead and try this first, see if it's as good as it looks and it smells. I wish I had smell-o-vision so you guys can see and smell this amazing food, man. This looks, oh. All right guys, we're gonna try the egg first. Oh my God, that's really, really good seasoning. Oh, I am impressed. I was a little worried, but I am impressed. Oh my God. The egg, obviously the inside just tastes like a regular egg. And you get that creaminess from the yolk. It's nice and perfectly boiled. But then the outside has like an ever so slight spice, despite it being baby spice level. It has a pretty nice kick to it. It's not strong, but it's like, it's there, it's apparent, so it's really nice to the taste because in my opinion, like the eggs, when you eat them, they're pretty creamy, so getting that spice kind of helps elevate the flavor of it a bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab one of the corns. We're gonna go ahead and try one of these corn on the cobs, or basically one of these Cajun corns out. All right, so this is the corn here. I'm already making a mess. They're already enjoying the fries and everything else, and that's everything else there. But right now we're gonna try this corn. I love that it's perfectly coated. I mean, as you guys can see, there's a lot of seasoning. If it's missing some, I could just dip it back in there and kind of like fill it up even more. But I like it. It feels a little soggy, but we're gonna go ahead and try it out and see if it's as good as it looks. All right, here you go. So it is a little bit overcooked, but you taste the Cajun, you taste the garlic. Oh my gosh, you taste the butter. And this is absolutely great. Oh my God. I wish the corn was a little sweeter because I love sweet corn like the ones in the hot pot places that we go to. But definitely an A. Definitely gets an A. All right guys, we're gonna go ahead and try the main dish, which is literally, we'll try everything except the crab legs, or I'll see if my wife can like maybe open up a crab leg and let me try some of the meat that comes out. Thank you very much. But we're gonna try each individual thing here real quick because they're waiting for us so we can all dig in and eat. So let me take a look at this. I want you guys to take a look at this. So as you can see in there, everything's like perfectly coated. Ooh, got a little steam going on the camera. You got potatoes, you got the crawfish, you got more corn, you got shrimp, you got the crab legs, and then, ooh, you got some sausage. I want to try this. We got a dozen sausages with this little order. Oh my God, it's really hot. So we're gonna try the sausage first, but oh my God. That's some really good quality sausage. Wow. Usually the other places that we have the sausage at, you barely taste the Cajun-y, but it's nice, it's spicy, it's really flavorful. It kind of tastes like the most expensive hot dog mixed with like hot sauce, and it's just like, it's really, really good. All right, next thing we're gonna try is we're gonna try some of the shrimp. See, wow, that is a lot of steam coming off of this, but we're gonna go ahead and try some shrimp now. All right, so I'm gonna have to do this off camera because I don't have enough hands, but it is skin on it, so that is another thing that you have to like remove because they're nice and fresh. Normally they come with the head, but I did pay the overcharge, so they don't come with the head, so it makes it a little easier for us to peel. But it's really hard doing everything with one hand with the gloves on. So let's go ahead and get this peeled, and then we'll take a look at it, and we're gonna head try it. All right, so I asked my wife to go ahead and peel it for me, so in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and pull one of the potatoes out and see if the potato absorbed the flavor of the Cajun-y, or if like maybe the inside still tastes like a bland potato. All right, so one thing I would say is I would hope that in the future what they do is they cut the potatoes in half. That way the flavors really penetrate, because right now I just took a bite and it really isn't that great, in all honesty. I'm actually gonna put it in the bucket because it doesn't taste like anything, plus I think they gave us like a bad one. So like the inside had like something brown in it. So yeah, the potato wasn't my thing. I'm glad I didn't order any extra ones. The corn was great. The freaking sausage was delicious. My wife is almost done peeling the shrimp. Oh, thank you. And yeah, this is the shrimp. She peeled it honestly perfectly. Looks really good. So let's go ahead and show you guys this. So this is the shrimp. It's a pretty nice sized shrimp. This is just one of the shrimps that we peeled, and this thing is full of them. There's a pound of shrimp in there. So let's go ahead and try this out. It's just about to fall apart. All right. I'm gonna try something. Maybe it's because the skin is on it. It's good. I don't want to like people to misinterpret me. It's really good, but it doesn't really have that much of like that Cajun-y flavor. I think it's because everything was on the skin, and since my wife peeled it, I think all the flavors kind of sank to the bottom. So let me go ahead and just like really move this bag around and get everything nice and seasoned and have all like that butter and everything cover everything. Maybe that'll help a little bit. But the next thing we're gonna have definitely is gonna be one of the crawfish. So these are like perfectly nice, beautiful red little crawfish pieces. It basically looks like a mini lobster. I love seeing these little guys. So as you guys can see, it is perfectly cooked, head on and everything. Not many people know, but basically you grab them from right here and you twist with both hands. And that's how you kind of get that tail out and the tail meat, and then you suck on both ends of it. So I'm gonna try to do this with one hand and then hopefully not get too dirty. But basically you squeeze and then you flip and you get all that nice meat. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. So you get all that nice meat and then you just kind of like suck on that and the whole entire tail just comes out. It's like a little tiny lobster tail. But I like that it's covered in this Cajun-y sauce, but let's go ahead and get it in there. Mix it up a little bit even more. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, let's go ahead and try it out. Oh my God, that's really freaking good, man. Oh yeah, that Cajun flavor definitely penetrated that. I'm telling you though, these smoked sausages, in my opinion, besides the crawfish, is the best thing I've had here so far. That crawfish is really good. That's honestly one of the best crawfish I've ever tasted. Because even in the other place, I had one crawfish, and I didn't really like it. The flavor's so freaking good though. All right guys, I went ahead and I gave the bag to my wife so they can start eating. Like I said, I want to try to do this quickly. Normally I take my time with the food and stuff like that to show you guys and kind of go as I go. But because of this, I mean, look at this glove right here. It's really hard to eat everything with one hand. But let's go ahead and show you the crab. My wife was super nice enough to go ahead and split one of the claws. This meat looks really, really flavorful and really, really good. So as you guys can see, crab meat, she took it right out of the claw. I want to dip it back in there, but they're kind of using the bag now. But I have enough sauce and stuff on the gloves, so we'll go ahead and try it with that. But this looks really, really good. It's like nice, it's tender, it's falling apart. Let's go ahead and dig in. My God. Wow, that's really, really good crab. Now, of course, this is the claw meat, but it's really flavorful, has a really strong crab flavor. And then you get that little kick of the butter and the garlic, and it literally just melts in your mouth, and it all goes together really well. We're probably gonna end up ordering more of that because we ordered half a pound, which ended up being one cluster. It's one of the most expensive things besides, you know, lobsters that you can have in these places. But honestly, I'm pretty impressed. I do really like the seasoning. The Cajun seasoning with them is really, really good. I do really love the other place. It has just like this homey feeling to it. This feels a little bit more like a franchise. But the food, the quality, it's really good. The quality of the crawfish, the quality of the crab, it's top notch. That's definitely one difference you'll get. So, man, I really like this. The guy was actually nice enough because I did let him know if they had salt. So we have a little bit of salt that we're gonna pour in the tiny bit of fries that my wife and her friend left me, but we'll probably order more of those. But honestly, I would recommend this place. It is pretty good, especially the Cajun seasoning. Make sure you get the hot and spicy. Really, really good. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it's a little bit short, but like I said, these places, thank you very much, are a little bit hard to review just because you have to get your hands so dirty. So it's like constantly grabbing the phone, the camera, and things like that to get everything on, like to show you. It just makes it really difficult. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for asking me to come to this place because I love going to new places that I haven't gone to before, even if it's similar food or the same food, because I want to make sure that we learn together of all the different places. I know of a lot of places in Orlando, but this past year I've learned so much more with you guys' help. I really appreciate you guys coming back every week, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this and enjoy this food with my wife and her friend. Guys, thank you again. I can never thank you enough. And until next time, let's just keep on eating. All right guys, just real quick, I know I ended the video, but afterwards, I kind of wanted something else while they were finished eating because I got full pretty quick since I was constantly pausing and talking about the food. But I ordered something called the crispy pork skins that they have. And it's literally like store-bought pork rinds, but they're freshly made. You guys you gotta hear this. You gotta listen to this. Sorry, I was making sure that the mic was on. You gotta listen to this. Super good. 100 times better than the ones that you get in the store. But the thing about these is that you get that little slight feeling of like pork fat that just coats your tongue right after you bite into it. It's super crunchy, but you can feel like the actual fat from the skin, and it's so freaking delicious. So much so that I had to turn the camera back on just so I can show you guys. So let me show you this. Just look at this. It looks just like the store-bought version. They give it to you with lime. I haven't tried it with lime. I might, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this because you already saw me try it. It's really good. But I'm gonna go ahead and pour some lime on it. There you go. And they were still crackling. You could kind of hear it. I don't know if the mic's gonna grab it, but they were crackling when they came out. Look, it absorbed, the skin absorbed it. All right, let's go ahead and dig in. All right, there's the one with the lime. Most of it got absorbed in though. If you guys want something crunchy to snack on, besides like all that deliciousness, it's just so rich. This is like nice, salty and crunchy. Oh my God, you're the best pork rinds ever. Anyway guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. You guys take care and I'll see you next Sunday.